welcome to Top of the Morning, yo.
Yes, welcome. We are back.
We are,
I've got Isaac with me today.
unfortunately, guys.
I was just gonna say I was happy about it. But
Oh, you happy
alright.
to see me though?
Yeah.
It's all about you. It's not about me.
It is about me actually,
all
but
about you.
I'm allowing you to come on and
Exactly.
assist me today. Yeah.
Cool, always happy to see Chloe, man. Bearing in mind, I came up with a show and she's saying she's allowing me. You know, you see how the women have just
The
taken
roles
over?
have
You
reversed,
see,
babes.
I'm just a side man on the show.
You are a side man.
Just a side man on the show.
Right, so Isaac,
Yo,
tell
hey,
the
I'm
people then who have we got with us today.
Let him introduce himself, yo.
Okay.
Introduce myself?
Yeah, go on.
Great.
Yeah.
I go by the name of Hache. Hache the Traders, aka the Gully one.
And
And I'm happy to be here, guys.
Man said
yeah,
the
we're
gully
happy
one,
to
you know.
have you.
Gully one, man.
Yeah, please elaborate on that. So gully, the term gully, and obviously gully one, it's very present in your music and how you
Yeah.
branded yourself. So
So
tell
the
us.
whole, obviously, like, being from Jamaica, you have, like, Mavado was the Gully god, and,
Yeah, Gaza.
you know, so that's to do with that, the whole Gully and Gaza. To me, the Gully and the Gaza is the same thing. It's just a hood. It's just like,
Okay.
you call somewhere the ghetto, or
Yeah.
you get what I mean? It's
Yeah.
the same thing. So, but obviously, when we was growing up in England, if you said something was Gully, it would be like, oh yeah, that's sick.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
So
so
I like
it's kind
that.
of a
With-
double meaning.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
With the music, that's what I'm trying to do, mix my Jamaican heritage and obviously me living over here in England together. So them two
That
words.
double entendre right
Yeah,
there.
there you go.
That's a
yeah.
big word for you, Isaac.
She's mugging me. I might
Sorry.
take up a career in rapping,
I
you
had
know,
to.
show you how many words I really know.
Do you know? I think you should, and your first single should be called iPhone 6.
What?
I've got an iPhone 6, guys, and it's still working in 2019.
If anyone else out there has also got one, please hit Isaac
Hey,
up.
hit me
and
up in the comments.
you can start a
iPhone
forum
6 gang.
or something.
iPhone
Gang,
6
gang.
What would your rap name be?
My rap name. Do you know what? It would be my surname.
Semwanga.
Semwanga.
Semwanga, yeah.
Semwanga, that would be my
Yeah, I
name.
like that. I like that.
That would be my name. I think I'd
If
just
I
rap
was
my
a
name.
rapper,
Yeah.
I think I'd just keep it simple and be like C Money or something.
See money.
C Money.
yeah.
Chloe Money.
Dead name like C Money.
Ow.
Or, yeah, C Money. Watch this space, guys, yeah.
I'm actually gonna save your name now on my phone because
C
C
Money.
Money now.
It's,
It's
like,
done.
it's self-explanatory. The C for Chloe and then money because money, baby. Come on.
I see that them books there looking kind of nice.
Yeah,
What, my shoes?
Yeah, they scream money. So
definitely scream money.
Well, you know, I had to go with the gold shoe today because I'm joking.
They definitely scream money
Well-
still.
I'm joking. I don't know why I put these on. They're kind of random, but
Yeah, they're calm still.
yeah.
So you get me. Let the people know a little bit about yourself, like.
I'm from, obviously, as I said, Jamaica, born there.
Represent.
Boom,
Hey, how about
boom,
your African heritage though?
Ghanaian.
There you go.
Yeah.
Rep that both, bruv. African,
Yeah, no, 100%.
Caribbean.
I actually went when I started, because I used to rap before. When I went and made a decision to fully do the dancehall UK stuff, I went back, researched everything, like read loads of book, and I think it's like 80% of Jamaicans come from Ghanaian heritage. So
Yeah, Ghana,
Really?
Ghana,
Yeah,
Sierra
yeah.
Leone.
That's so interesting.
Yeah, like Ghana, Sierra Leone. and that stuff. But
So
what's it, bro?
yeah, Jamaican, born there. Come
Mhm.
over here when I was like 7. Been here ever since. I've lived in Lewisham for as long as I can remember. Like different areas in Lewisham. I've just moved around a lot, and yeah, Lewisham, Blue Borough.
Okay, sick. So tell like, besides obviously the generic question of like your influences and that, yeah, but what's made you do music more so? Not your influence, but what's made you want to like pursue it?
It's the most. I think music's actually the only thing that I've ever been consistent at.
Okay.
Like, I know that I always say that I'm here to make people happy. That's my purpose in life. But I didn't know what it was, and the only thing when I was young, I used to do drama school, obviously football, everything like performance-wise as well, just to, get a reaction and, as I said, make people happy. But I feel like music was the only thing that I kept on doing.
Yeah.
Like, and I wanted to keep on doing.
Yeah, it was a
over the years.
constant in your life.
Yeah, exactly. So
Mhm.
even if people were like, yo, that's not gonna work out, or but you're mad. I
You
don't care.
kept the vision.
I was doing it
yeah,
for myself. Like,
yeah, yeah.
So
course.
yeah, man, that's definitely the reason why. And it's just like, don't need to be cliche, but it's therapy.
It is, yeah.
It became, it became like when I got older, and there were certain things that I wanted to say, and I couldn't really feel like and could talk about it. I'll just say it in a song.
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I mean? So,
And
yeah.
you feel like you want people to also relate to your music
exactly.
as well?
100%, man. It's all. That's the whole point. You have to. What is it? Teach what you've been taught.
Yeah, of
and
course.
That's the way I'm doing it. Is through music.
Yeah, you have
So,
to pay it forward and pass on. And you know, if you can enlighten someone else from your own experiences, then I feel like
100%.
you'll feel like you've done your job, like kind of thing. Yeah.
That's the whole point.
You know, like when you decided that you wanted to like do it, like for example, because obviously a lot of people, when they do music, more time like their family or whatever have negative stuff to say. What did like your like parents like say, like your immediate real like family?
Well, I've only like really grown up with my mum. She's raised me from young, so all my opinions that would come from her, or the opinions that I cared for, would come from my mum. And she's always been, she's always been like someone, follow your dreams, but have like something practical behind. So she will always say, yeah, boom, make sure like I went through the whole school system, like college, university, all that stuff. But as I said, from young, she knew I wanted to do performing, and she was just always like motivating me to do what I want, just to just keep occupied, away from trouble and stuff like that.
Did you graduate?
Sorry?
Did you graduate?
No, I dropped out. Second year, I was like, this is not me. Like, I can't do this. Like,
it's not for everyone.
I was studying performing arts. So
okay.
Yeah, I was studying performing arts, but it's like when I was studying it became like there was a structure to create.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's when I was like, nah, I don't need that. And I think I was playing football at the time, so I just said, what can I do that enables me to do football and then be able to create music as well, or just in general. So I became a football coach.
Sick.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Sick.
Okay, that makes sense.
You still coaching now?
Nah.
Okay.
No, just music.
Do you still have a passion for football though?
I love football. I go like every Fridays, or if the dogs then ring me and like, yeah, come we go football, or so we've got like a little thing in South East London, SE Dons. I don't know. Dons
Yeah.
So
shout out SE Dons. They're doing a madness.
100%. You get what I mean?
Madness.
They're my boys. So when they have like matches and stuff like that, I go down there, watch them, and stuff like that. I love football. I love it.
That's cool that you still have that though. Oh, do you?
Yeah. Because I support Man United instead. So.
I was gonna ask you who you support.
Listen, bro. I get so mad. I'm so passionate about football. Yeah.
So you can't even watch it.
No, I don't watch it.
How does it feel to be a Man United fan in 2019?
Right now, it's dead. It's dead. Can't lie. I'm not gonna front and be like, oh yeah, no, like, I'm not on it. It's dead.
I'm not on it. I'm not on it. I'm not watching it.
Your whole life. You just saw you lot winning.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Now it's losing.
And you know what it is like? So on the other day, I was when we won the other day, but it was
you missed 2 penalties though.
That's what I'm concentrating on. That. So imagine if it was Man City you're playing. It's Norwich. You're meant to beat them. But what if it was Man City now and you missed 2 penalties? Dead.
You're losing that game though.
You're whack.
You're losing that game still.
That's mad.
You can see how I'm getting heated, so I think we should move on.
Would you not go to a different team though? I know people don't do that in football.
No.
So you're gonna
ask someone to leave a team.
You say you would do that?
Cameraman is saying that I would do that.
I feel like certain people would clout chase and move to a different team. 100%.
First of all, let me clear this up before you have a perception. I don't move teams. I supported Arsenal. Let me tell you when.
Clout chaser.
Hold on. Let me tell you when. I stopped supporting Arsenal in 1998. Before the unbeaten run, they had all that success with Wenger. I left because I knew that Real Madrid.
That doesn't
even count, does it? It doesn't even count.
Wow. I don't have an English team.
Wow.
Bruv.
That's drastic, by the way.
Why?
Because you've gone to a whole other country, and at that time, you've definitely picked the best team in that country.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Arsenal was the best team in this country at that time.
But for one season.
No, they was with Wenger. They had good times.
Cameraman is excellent.
He's fueling it. He's fueling it.
Arsenal won the league a couple times from 98 to 2002. The whole Thierry Henry BS, all of that. I left all of that. Nah, the cameraman can't speak, bro. Man's big digging up. You know, man.
Come on, Isaac, tell us.
You know, man's life, like.
Tell us.
Go on.
What top did you used to wear? What top did you used to wear? Come on,
Can't
Isaac.
be bringing in the man then. Huh?
I want to know what top was it?
Before I tell you that top here,
Yeah.
ask the cameraman, did he used to beg to wear my top?
I'm not asking about him. I'm asking about you.
Basically, right? This is just so. I might mess up my Real Madrid sponsorship one day, man, by saying this.
Babes, look, the spotlight is on you.
Alright, cool. So
Yeah, exactly.
so basically, right, my cousin had some top here for a specific team, and I was wearing it at the time, right? But it was contradictory to the fact that I supported Real Madrid.
So what top was it?
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, I had the Barcelona top.
So I used to play
Yeah, but
football.
you wasn't screaming Real Madrid, Real Madrid.
No, I was.
No,
but
I'm saying
So
Hache
you
wasn't.
used to play.
I had this Barcelona top, and I scored a lot of goals. So like it was a psychological thing. Like I scored a lot of goals when I played football in this Barcelona top. Like I never scored a lot of goals in a Real Madrid top. It was weird.
You're
So-
a joke, Isaac. You're a joke.
He's switched up
You're a joke.
countries, and then he's gone to another country and switched up the team.
Do you know what I mean?
No,
He's
no,
a
it's not
clout
like that,
chaser.
though.
He's a
Yeah,
clout
yeah.
It's
chaser.
not that.
Yeah.
Don't worry about that, man. Those days are done. Man. My football days are done, fam.
Clear.
I'm a content creator. That's all I am.
Do you know what? Stick with that, babes, because that
Thanks.
suits you a lot better.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Wicked.
So we're gonna move on from football because we're not here to talk about football. Yeah, obviously you've literally 2 weeks ago released your EP, an EP
Sick, man.
entitled
The
Gully One.
EP.
Yeah.
Sick.
So tell us a little bit about that. What was the creative process? You know, what inspired you to make the project, and yeah, just tell us about it.
So the whole backstory of the Gully One EP is like when as I said, I changed to because I used to rap. I
Mhm.
changed to more of my Jamaican heritage. My dad passed away like 4 years ago now.
Sorry to hear that, man.
Yeah,
Thank you,
sorry
my
to
brother.
hear that.
And yeah, so before he passed away, he was sick. So I went over to Jamaica to see him. He used to live in Jamaica,
Okay.
and went to see him, and he was just like, "Yo, man, you need to put some of your heritage in your music."
Yeah.
And I don't think he was saying it in a way like, "Oh yeah, let's completely change rap
it.
or whatever." But I felt like I think I was looking for something as well.
Mm.
So I was like, okay, cool. As I said, I went back and I researched and done all of that. And then
Mhm.
I've got my producer, who's like obviously one of my closest friends, J.R. James. He's part of the Dons as well. His uncle's Maxi Priest. Who's a big,
Okay.
yeah.
Sick.
Wow.
So the whole, obviously, like the whole Jamaican stuff is in our whole camp type of thing. So yeah, we just started just creating music. He had like created some instrumentals that were that way, like bashment, like reggae and stuff like that. He was going down that road with his instrumentals and stuff like that. And then I think the Gully One, the actual song Gully One's about coming up to 3 years old. I can't remember.
Really?
Yeah,
I
yeah,
love
yeah.
that tune. That
We
is
made
so
that.
good.
We made that, and it was just random. That was actually just so random.
Those are always the best ones, though.
Yeah,
I feel
and
like.
it was just when I said, yeah,
Mm.
let me do this yard thing. And
Yeah.
the first thing I said was, "It's the Gully One. Yeah, the accent and all this from it." I said, "Yo, this is it."
Yeah,
And
but
then-
that moment when you felt like you'd kind of like not cracked it, but like, because you must have been feeling lost with your sound, and then obviously your dad's mentioned what he did, and then you've probably kind of gone through a bit of a process, and then got to the point where you're like, yes, like
Yeah.
I feel like I'm making the music that I'm supposed to make. Like,
Yeah.
how does that, as an artist, like, how does that feel to get to that point?
I feel like it's one of the best things, isn't it? Because it's like a release
Mm.
of like, yo, yeah, like when
This
you
is it,
you
like,
feel it.
Yeah,
when you
yeah,
feel
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Like with me, when I'm writing lyrics, if I write a lyric and I laugh, that's a good lyric. I don't
Yeah.
know why,
Yeah.
but if I can laugh at the lyric, it's like, right, you thought of that. Like, cool,
Yeah,
this is
yeah,
it. So
yeah.
yeah, that's how it was when we was making the music. And like as I said, JR's one of my closest friends, and he doesn't hold anything. If he don't think it's good, he's like, nah, bro, that's dead.
Yeah,
No, well, you can do better than that.
that's
And
good.
I
You
think
need someone like that as
Exactly,
well.
I feel
to-
like
I agree and disagree with that, you know.
wow.
what, someone to be honest with you.
Yeah, because like I had someone that used to make music, and I said that this is dead, but that tune went on to do really well for them, you know.
Do you know what? Everything is down to opinion, obviously.
Yeah, definitely. Especially when you're creating things together.
That's why I
Yeah.
don't tell when people make music. I don't tell you it's dead. I leave you to create it,
Yeah, yeah.
pull it out, and let's see what the people think. Because something that I think is dead,
Yeah,
could be
100%.
sick,
Yeah,
and I wouldn't want to tell someone
Mm.
that this is dead. I'm not saying that your producer hasn't got like a. I'm just saying that
Yeah.
for me it's just like, well,
I
create,
get it. I
Sometimes you
get
do have
it.
to leave it
just
alone.
create and then let's see what the people's let's see what the feedback.
And
is.
everything's not for you.
No.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, everything's not for you. Like that's what I'm saying. Like I never call someone rubbish or think. I just say, oh no,
It's not for
It's
me.
not for
Yeah,
me,
because
yeah.
they obviously think it's
Yeah,
good.
exactly. And
Obviously-
you never know. Like as you said, it could just go crazy.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, so now me and JR, it was a competition. Like he would just make beats, and I wanted to match that. And then if I matched it, then he would do his mixing down of the tune would have to be sick. You get what I mean? And then when you have that relationship, what you're producing is gonna become like good. Or so yeah, that was the process, just creating, and just finding sounds that, as I said, mix the English and the Jamaican properly.
Yeah.
And
The
to
fusion.
exactly, to have the right fusion and stuff like that. So that's what we was just trying to do, and just
I feel like you pulled it off.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
feel
so
like
do
you
I.
definitely pulled it off. So
But yeah.
the EP itself, like we was talking earlier, you said it's been getting really well received. Like, what's been going on around the EP? Like, what have you been?
Just performances. Like I've got a song called Seasoning on there.
I love that one.
Videos coming out.
Yeah, I love that one. That is,
Watch
you
out
guys
for
have
the
got to
video.
look out for that one. Yeah, that one's sick.
When I perform that, it goes anywhere. Like
Yeah, I can
that's my
imagine
favorite
that
song
vibe.
as well. So it's like when I perform it and people are reacting to
Yeah.
how I reacted to it when I
Yeah.
first made it.
Because it's quite a cheeky song.
Yeah.
Was that one of the ones that you kind of, when you was writing it, you was probably laughing at the lyrics?
Definitely. You know what? So exactly, like even going back to JR, the actual beat of the song was called Seasoning. And you know, like when it's producers,
producers, they have mad. They always have
weird
mad names for tunes.
mad weird names all the
But then
time.
sometimes it fits, don't it?
So when it was weird. So I saw the name when he sent it over. He says Seasoning, and I don't even know where I got the idea. But my whole thing was like, okay, cool. I want to make a girl tune, but I want to like big up girls.
Yeah.
But talk about them in like a saying they got sauce.
Yeah.
But what's the female version of sauce? And
Yeah.
I was like, raw. Okay, cool. I don't know.
Seasoning.
Left it for a day. Come
Mhm.
back. Saw this thing, and I was like, Seasoning. Saw the name of the track. I was like, Seasoning. Yeah. And then I just
And it just
chorus
went
is
from
easy.
there.
The chorus
Yeah.
is just so easy to sing along to.
Yeah.
And then yeah, man. From then, Seasoning was popping off, and then
Yeah.
the
Sick.
other tunes with it. It's just I tried to put a bit of everything for like everyone.
Yeah,
got
it is very
Seasoning.
varied, yeah.
And then I got Pretty and Cute, which will be for the girls, and then you have Gully One, which is a bit for everyone.
Yeah.
Then I have like something called Princessville Flow. That's just straight bars, like.
Mm-mm.
So I would say that's more for the man them. But the whole EP is good music. So if you enjoy good music, then
Yeah, I can
know what I
vouch for
mean.
that. It's good.
Would you say like with the UK scene, yeah, like obviously was your career like a stop and start kind of thing? Would you say you stopped and started?
yeah, definitely.
You see, like you probably know a few people from your area that have done really well. Has that like made you think like, I can actually do this though? Like I don't need to, like that disbelief that we had in the UK that we could never like be on a Vogue magazine or whatever. But then we've seen Skepta do it. It's like, well, you might not maybe necessarily know Skepta like direct, but you might have seen him or come across and be like, right, they could do it. Like, has that like did that also like assist you to think, right, let me really do this?
Nah, it's always been personal, you know. I
Okay.
can't lie. I've always had like people around me that I look up to. So like P Money, he's someone that obviously he's from my area, and I've always seen him do big things, and it's like it's a good example to have. You feel what I mean?
Yeah, of
But
course.
when me stopping and starting music was always like personal.
Oh, okay.
So it was always like,
Oh, I see what
get
you
I mean?
mean.
Certain
Okay.
things were happening, and I was like, is music what I need to be doing right now? And then, yeah, so, but as I said, I love it too much. I
Yeah.
love it too much.
Yeah,
I didn't
yeah,
want to
yeah.
stop, and it's the only thing I felt like you can be a guy in this. Like, if you actually put 100% in it, you can be a guy.
Yeah.
So
It's just having that belief. I think you're not
exactly,
gonna be that person unless you believe, like unless you 100%
every rapper has an
believe.
ego, and they have to. It's
Yeah,
actually
you have to.
You have
Otherwise
to.
you're
have
not
you
ego.
think you
gonna-
have to have ego?
You have to. If you don't feel your thing, no one ain't gonna feel your thing.
But there's
Oh,
all
yeah,
egos
but-
aren't bad though.
Not
it's not like you're saying everyone else is rubbish. You're
Yeah,
just
yeah,
saying
yeah.
I know I'm good.
Not
like
ego in the way that you treat people
Other people,
differently. You
yeah,
get what I mean?
yeah, yeah.
But you have to have the confidence in yourself.
Yeah, no doubt.
And if someone, like you saying, if someone tells you, nah, that's not all right, but that's your
you won't
opinion,
even
innit?
take it in.
Yeah,
It will
that's
just
your
like
opinion. I've got this is for me, innit? Like
Sick,
I still
okay.
have to have that.
That's so good though
energy.
that you have that mentality because
yeah.
you know I think creatively. Sorry, I think being a creative can be really tough because if one person says to you they don't like it, if you're the type of person who will take that in and take it personally, it could mess up your whole like energy, everything. You could think, oh, should I even be doing this? Like, is
I
this
feel
music
like
for
even
me? Like,
the best musicians or creative people, at least, I don't know, 10 people call them probably like crazy or told them.
Yeah.
You get what I mean?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's up to you yourself to figure out, yo, you know what? Yeah, that's cool, but I'm doing this for myself. It always has to start with yourself first, and then people will receive it how they're going to receive it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, yeah.
No, it's true.
I wanted to ask you like something that I've been speaking about with a lot of people like a lot more recently, not more recently, but quite a bit, in the sense that like where you're saying, obviously you're Caribbean, but then you're also saying that you found out that you've got heritage like in Ghana. Have you ever like felt like you could mix the patois with a bit of like Ghanaian language in there to like do something sick like that? We would fall like to connect the dots.
Not really. I would do a song with someone from Ghana. Do you get what I mean?
To do it that way,
Because
yeah.
I'm Jamaican, like this. That's me. That's where I was born. That's where
Yeah.
I'm from.
Yeah.
Obviously, my heritage is you go further back.
Yeah.
But why wouldn't you?
Okay, so
it's part of you.
So for example, as a Jamaican,
Mm.
when you hear, and this is, if anyone says this is not true, this is a lie.
Yeah.
When you hear like a Ghanaian or Nigerian
Yeah.
use a Jamaican dialect,
Yeah.
and it's like, hold on, 2 seconds, and they're like, this is me.
Yeah.
This is me. Like they're saying this. Imagine me, a Jamaican, doing up. Is it tweed?
Twee.
Yeah, tweed.
Yeah.
And proper going on with it, like it's me.
Yeah. But
and
it
then,
is you
and
though.
then wait, and then you find out, bro, this guy's from Jamaica though.
So this
You
part
would
of your
be
heritage.
cool.
Of course, it's part of your heritage.
Nah, I don't.
Do you know?
believe
I
I
that.
was
know. I
compensating.
get
You
where you're.
wouldn't-
I
you
where you're coming
you
from.
No, people need to stop that because we're dividing it. Like,
No,
it's
no,
not
no,
a
no.
dividing
Let me not
thing.
even go into this whole
No. We should.
Islam kind of thing
It's-
today.
No.
It's not a dividing thing. It's just I don't believe. I'm Jamaican. I know that.
But you're African though.
No, I am. My ancestors are from Africa, but I was born in Jamaica.
Yeah,
Jamaica is the country where I was born.
If-
So I'm gonna rep that.
'Cause that's his
represent that, and
home. Do
I'm
you
not
get what
gonna
I
be
mean?
able to represent Ghana in the way that it should be represented.
But it's part of your heritage.
It is, but I'm still not gonna be able to represent it
When
how
you say
it
your
should.
ancestors, yeah. When people say that now, because obviously I've got a lot of like Caribbean, Jamaican friends here, and obviously I'm African, and I'm in so many like different like communities and whatnot. And I've been able to do that because of the area that I grew up in, yeah, which was predominantly Jamaican. And it's just like you're saying your ancestors, but people say it like it's so far away. Well, no, these people that were taken from Africa were taken to Jamaica, Trinidad. So it's not your ancestors, it's you.
yeah, but it's
Nah,
about
it's
being in touch with it though. If
It's you.
you've grown
Yeah, but
up in
being
Jamaica,
touch, you just need to connect in it. I think that if there's, and I'm African, yeah. I think if there's any Africans out there that wouldn't want Caribbean people, especially how much we're all involved in each other's cultures. Not if a Caribbean person feels that they can't do Afrobeats or can't speak in the African language when you are directly from there, because it's factual that you was if you take an elephant and you take it from Africa and you take it to China, it's still an African elephant. It just means it lives in China. So you've got.
no,
your
I
own
get what you mean.
So
I get what
it's
you mean.
yours also.
Yeah, no, I understand that, but for me, it's like when I make music, I'm trying to be true to myself.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
like he
yeah.
wouldn't feel
You understand what I'm
comfortable to put that into his music because he doesn't feel like it's enough of
I
who
take
he
music
is. Do you know what I mean?
serious. Like,
Yeah.
so as I said, when I decided, yo, the
Fair
rap
enough.
thing, yeah, I'm good at rap, but I want to do the Jamaican thing. I went
Yeah.
back and I learned my dialect again. I learned patois properly again.
It's like
Get
if
what I
I
mean?
was going to do music, yeah. So I'm mixed race. I grew up here. I was born here. My dad's white British, but my mum's from the Caribbean. It's like if I come out and I was going to be a rapper, yeah, and I was going to do like patois and like all that kind of like Caribbean influenced music, I'd feel like a fraud because that's not what I've
Why?
grown up. That's not what I've grown up
But
in.
it's still.
I'd
it's
probably
still part of your
I'd
line.
make it's still part of who I am, of course, but I'd probably be more inclined to make music suited to the music I've listened to as I've grown up, like what I've grown up. Do you get what I mean? Like I wouldn't feel comfortable to not even pretend, but like people would look at me then and think, oh, she must be like from the Caribbean, like she must live in the like I've lived in the Caribbean, but I didn't. Like I'm British, like I grew up in
I hear
England.
you guys, but
like
Afrobeats do it because you know what, we're connected.
There's
either either way. We don't-
influence,
the
but
thing
it's
is, I would
like
say like there's no segregation. Like it's like cool, yeah, cool. They came from.
I
there,
don't think
they
there's
did
any
there.
segregation.
So
Like
I've speaking the other day. I remember I even saw Stylo G say, "Yeah, man, the man taking our sound, trying to." But no, we're not. the sound came from here, and then you lot used the education of the sound that you got from here is what you used over here. So the sound still belongs to the original place where you're from. Not that you stole it. You can't steal something that you're from. You can't steal something from your house. You can just you can only borrow it.
I like that analogy.
And Africa is your house.
Yeah.
That's your home.
Yeah,
So
you see what it is.
So cool. You're saying Caribbean. I get that.
I hear that.
So it's like it's not stealing. Just share. Just share it, because you know what? That will totally take away the divide of. Because there's no reason why, if you know that your heritage is Ghanaian, go Ghana, hear the sound. You never know what you might do.
Nah, it's not the same, bro. It's not the same. Remember, I was born in Jamaica. I've grown up listening to Jamaican music.
That's your culture.
I haven't had any Ghanaian.
But if there wasn't no slave trade, you wouldn't be born in Jamaica.
But only now, it's only now that, because, as I said, I went back and I researched. If I didn't research, if I didn't take the time to research because I took music so serious, I wouldn't know I'm from Ghana, innit? So I can't be doing up. Yeah, let me do up Ghanaian music. No,
I get do up. I'm just saying.
But that's what you would. But that's what it would have to be. Because if I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do it to the best of.
No, I get where you're coming from.
I say do it, fam. I say do it.
We're here. Gully one thing. Trust me.
I hear you, my bro. I say do it, man.
Okay, so the next EP is gonna be.
No, just a mix.
Ghanaian
Because like, you got Burna Boy, like he uses patois, but he's Nige. So he's Nige. But
this is what I'm talking about.
But that's okay though.
I hear you.
I hear you. But
if you pay homage, like, say if I did it, I would have to pay homage.
Yeah.
Then do that.
I would have to pay homage.
This is why I think that we shouldn't. It's only our like little tiny community where we say, oh no, this is African and this is Caribbean, and we're separate. When this is your house and people left the house and found another place.
But do you know what it is as well? It's identity as well.
But your ultimate identity is African.
No, the ultimate. I
think Isaac wants everyone to be African.
No, you have to realize that where you're from, and you have to be proud. That's true. I agree with you on that. But also taking that from, it's like, okay, for example, yeah, you've started working somewhere, yeah.
Yeah.
You've learned whatever you've learned from there. You go to somewhere else.
Yeah.
And you become who you're meant to be at that place.
Yeah.
Where are you gonna tell people you was your best at?
Where I learned. Without where I learned, I wouldn't have been good where I was, where I became.
But where you become your best at, you're not gonna highlight. You're not gonna tell people, yo, this is me. This is what I.
No, it's like success, isn't it? It's like I watch a lot of like with these millionaire people and what we talk about. Everything is like steps, in it. It's a little chop by piece. If I learnt my skills here, and I got better, and I became who I was over there, I'm never gonna forget.
No, but that's not. I'm saying like.
You're not forgetting though.
Say you started here, but you here's here. You come here, and this is you now.
Yeah.
This is you. So I'm saying, cool, Ghana, yeah, but Jamaica, I've come here. Yeah.
That's why you established yourself. Yeah.
This is me. No one can question if I'm Jamaican.
Let me ask you a question then, yeah. Sorry to cut you. Let me ask you a question. Ronaldo, yeah. Who made him?
Are you talking about teams?
Cristiano Ronaldo.
Oh,
Because it was Man United. So I want to know who made him.
He wouldn't be Cristiano Ronaldo if he didn't leave Lisbon.
Yeah, Sporting Lisbon.
He wouldn't be the Ronaldo now. He would never be that guy. That's facts. That is facts.
This is what I'm saying. I've asked you a simple
question. What do you say? Who made Ronaldo?
Who made Ronaldo?
Lisbon. You would say Sporting Lisbon, right?
I'm asking you.
But I would say Man United. I would say Man United, but what he
as
said,
a Real Madrid fan, I would say Real Madrid.
No, but you wouldn't though.
I would.
You wouldn't. You wouldn't. That's why we're going.
His greatest achievements are from Real Madrid.
But Ronaldo.
I don't have a clue, guys.
But the reason why I'm saying it like this, why I'm skipping out Sporting Lisbon, is because what you said about like being Ghanaian, like going back to this.
Yeah.
You can never say that Sporting Lisbon made Ronaldo. You can say Man United. I can't say Ghana made Hache. Hamal,
yeah, because it's not
you get what
directly
I mean? Like,
to do with your life.
It's not directly to do with my life.
That's all he's saying. He's
now
not
I've
ruling
got
it
Man
out.
United, and I've made everyone knows who I am. You know,
Okay.
I wouldn't be having this interview with you two now if I didn't. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like I can appreciate something, but me being true to myself, I have to be doing the Jamaican thing. And if I was to do a tune with someone from Ghana, I'd feel like I accomplished something in myself as well, because I've taken the time to say,
So yeah.
yo, please teach me how your thing runs, and let's mix our thing together.
And
That's how you
put it
become,
out there, yeah,
bro.
yeah.
I'm telling you now. As I said, my cameraman, he's Ugandan, bro. All my friends,
up.
I've got a collective.
We're getting about these days, you know.
Yo, he's a G though.
Ugandans are getting about.
Like I've got a collective called CNO, and
I was gonna ask you about this, but we'll go into that in a
it's
minute.
got a collective. I'm the only. No, me and Jay are the only Jamaicans. The rest of them are all Ugandans
Mhm.
and one Nigerian. So it's
Omo.
it's a mix and blend thing. Like I'm on all of that, but I just mean when I say I wouldn't do that, it's because I'm trying to stay true and I'm trying to stay respectable as well at the same time.
I get what you're saying. Do you know what, as well, as an artist, you have to kind of, you know, be consistent to some degree. And I think while you're in this flow and you're really enjoying the music that you're making right now, why are you going to change just because you feel obliged? No, but like he's basically saying I could do that, but I don't want to right now. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
True.
You never know. In a couple of years, he might fling out a little Ghanaian rhythm. But
Santi is probably one of my favorite artists right now. He's Nigerian and he does Rasta. What did he say? Rasta. He's doing like Rasta everything, and I love it. Do it more. I love it. I don't care.
I think it's
I
good.
love
It's
it.
refreshing. It's refreshing.
I love it.
I don't want to go into like Rizla. Shout out Rizla Islam, but I can go into this for days. That's not what
I know you could. I know. We'll be here forever.
So go on, CNO.
So yeah, CNO, tell us about your collective.
The guys, man. So it means creating new opportunities, because that's what we're trying
Sick.
to do.
Love that.
Through music. It's a collective of just artists, producers. Obviously, JR's the producer in the whole collective, and then we have Nashon, he's a rapper. Nigel, who's Nigel Coates, who's a poet and a rapper.
Oh,
as well, but
nice.
He's more on the poetry side, like
Mm.
crazy. Then we have Perry, who's a singer. She's from Turkey. So it's all like a little mix and blend. We're all
cool.
friends, all grew
Yeah.
up together type thing. But music's the thing that connects all of us,
Mhm.
and from that we grew into obviously CNO, a collective, and we have Renzo. He's just a rock star, like fully tats on the face.
Real life
He's
rockstar.
Ugandan, but he's got dreads. Like,
Yeah.
he's like Nashon's Ugandan, he's got dreads as well. So yeah, it's just like it's a collective of people that just want to create new opportunities from like for the people around us.
Yeah.
And obviously when it gets to a bigger stage for everyone that
For
we can help,
everyone.
and just that's the whole
Just a vibe.
basis of it. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's something powerful when there's a group of people who all vibe off of each other and
Yeah, it's
you kind of you just click like.
they make
do
me
you know
better.
what I mean?
They
Yeah.
like I've got it tatted on my wrist, and I've got something else. The CNO and Rockstars, but CNO is like I feel like as an artist when I started working and learning from them, I became a better artist
Yeah.
as well, and a better person, because I'm my only child, so I've only had my friends around me.
Yeah.
And
So
those
it's
are
like
my
your
closest friends,
family
you know
now.
what I mean? So
Yeah.
yeah, man, CNO
To the world.
to the
Sick.
and back.
To the world.
Yeah.
So go on, Isaac. Go on.
Your name Hache. Like, how did you put that together?
So I was trying to be smart and just spell H, but H in if you're pronouncing H in Spanish, you say Hachi.
Okay,
I was born in Spanish Town in Jamaica.
I get it now.
So but then I just wanted to be H. Everyone was like, bro, that's not H. That's Hachi. That it became a banter thing with it, and
then it stuck.
It just
Yeah.
stuck. And I said, let's
I
run with
like
it.
that though, because that's more kind of like, what's the word? Not authentic, but do you know what I mean? It's like
it's definitely
it's
authentic, because
just-
it's like it's come from my friends, innit? Like it
Yeah.
was banter at first, but you know what? Like, cool. What we're gonna do is change this banter into something.
yeah, and I think I like it because when you read it, I think I wouldn't have expected it to be pronounced like that, just because I would have I think where I'm British, I don't know, to me that just looks like H,
Yeah.
like, do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
and because, you know, the Essex accent and that,
Maybe it adds a
H,
little
but
bit of mystery. into it
yeah,
as well.
that's what I mean, I like it because it's a little bit different.
So, yeah.
It's a little bit different. But what's to come then? So tell us what we can expect now. So obviously you've just released your EP. Have you got more shows? Are you going to be working on another project, or what's?
The project, second project I'm working on right now, but
Mhm.
for the rest of the year, it's just gonna be the Gully One EP.
Yeah.
Shows definitely shows are coming up. More. This is sick to me. I love this. I'm not gonna lie. I would like. This is the best interview I've had, like personally.
Is it?
Yeah, because
Even
you
though
know
you
what it
nearly
is,
had a
it's
fight with us.
You nearly had a fight.
We're just having a
I'm
good
joking.
discussion.
Do you know what? I don't like conflict. I'm one of them people. I would sit here like.
It's good. That's what you're meant to do. You're meant
And
to.
I am.
You're
I
meant to
hate
challenge
it.
each
I
other,
hate
man.
it.
You're
I'm
meant
too
to
sensitive for that.
Such a Pisces.
I will cry.
Yeah, no, you're meant to challenge each other and
No, it's good. It's good.
I didn't feel like I was challenging you. I just feel like man was just asking you
opinions, innit?
Because I'm speaking about, like I'm speaking about off cam. So when I speak on cam and like, other people get to see it, these people have a lot of these conversations. So
Yeah, it's good.
do you know what I'm saying? They're just asking
I
you,
love
It makes
this though.
good entertainment.
what area are you from? What songs you made?
Yeah.
It's the
Who's your
same
favourite
over and
rapper?
over.
Yeah. It needs to be
You know, who would you
different.
like to work with? Do you know what I mean? I want people to know. So do you? But
Yeah.
we all want people to know like what you think. Like I feel like those are the best interviews.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
100%. I
Yeah,
enjoy
where
this.
It's not like generic about that.
Yeah.
What's coming? Yeah. So I would rather more interviews like this,
Yeah.
good like this, and just keep going, man. Keep on putting out music, content, because that people want to see. We're in an era now where people just
It's
want to see.
all
a lot
about
of
the
stuff.
content.
Yeah. So
Even though you was
content-
ripping me for my Instagram, but you know.
No, but that was a bit wild. That's a bit wild.
What
You
happened?
put-
What's
They said I
she
post
posts
too
up, like,
much.
twice a day. Look, she's not even arguing, so that's it. That's that. Let's move on. That's serious.
Sometimes twice a day. Sometimes I won't go for like a week without posting.
Are you sure?
I'll go
But
through phases.
you're meant to
so.
post a lot, no?
That's what I'm saying. So this is where we're meant to be.
Oh,
This
yeah,
is the
yeah,
content.
yeah,
So it's
yeah.
nothing bad.
When I see you posting bears, I'm gonna DM you and be like, "Can you just stop? I've seen your face too many times on my timeline today."
But this is what people want
I'm
to
just
see.
resigned to liking pictures. If I know you and you're in there, like.
You just feel obliged to like
I
it.
just
don't
have
you?
to
You
like
just
it.
like, yeah.
But yeah, no.
Content. So
yeah,
we're gonna get more content.
and just creating music, man. That's my thing. Everything else, I feel like that. Everything else comes after.
Of course.
I want to
yeah.
make the music.
That's the priority.
To make it's what Drake says. I want to make the music that my people party to.
Yeah.
That's what
That's your
my
vibe.
whole thing is like. I want to create music that people can party to, enjoy, create memories to, and that's my whole thing.
Live
man.
your best life.
Yeah, that's it.
Could you see yourself like doing acting like Top Boy or something like that?
Yeah, 100%.
I can imagine you to be
Yeah,
an
I did.
actor.
Wait, I did drama school for.
Oh yeah, obviously
forever.
performing
Ashley
arts.
D, Ashley Waters.
Yeah, if anyone's
Shout me.
watching,
If you need some real Jamaican accents instead of other people playing Jamaicans, then you get what I mean. Like, but yeah, definitely. I love acting. I've always done it for.
I can see you
young.
doing that. I
Yeah,
can
so-
see you doing
You
that.
see like Top Boy shows, yeah? Don't you think that we should have? Do you feel like they truly represent everybody in like?
Yo,
Because I don't
listen.
feel like Top Boy represents me. Because I'm
Yeah,
not
nah,
into that.
bro.
I'm not, like I don't know. I'm not into that life. Like.
But remember, there's so many layers in Top Boy. You know, that's why I enjoyed it so much. I believe there were so many layers because you've seen it. Okay, just the basic layer. You've seen from the little boy how his situation with his mother affected him to want to become like them man at the Top Boy.
Ah, yeah.
and then
yeah,
you
yeah,
see,
yeah.
then
Yeah.
you see, my man's cousin is from Jamaica, and how being with his cousin affects him,
Affiliated,
his family
yeah.
business, all of that stuff. You get what I mean? Then you have Kano, who's lost someone, and you see the whole situation of him going through the mental breakdown when he walks into the water, and that's that
I
situation
loved
there.
that part.
What else? Even the refugee one where it was a man and a woman, and their house burnt down, and you get what I mean? There's so many different layers, and that's what I rated about it. There was so many different layers, and even if I believe there's some truth for everyone in that show from London anyway.
I think understanding that
Yeah,
other people have got, but
definitely.
I don't feel like, for example, like a guy like me weren't into like drugs or like shotting or whatever, and yeah, people were shotting on the end. I don't feel like there was representation of like a guy like myself within the mess that's going on, and like ignoring it because I'm not about that life. If
But
that makes
so
sense.
what about the guy? Is it Kano's baby mum's boyfriend? No, not Bashi.
Oh, my guy, yeah.
You get what I mean? You
I
feel what
see
I'm saying?
But they
But-
didn't show enough of him though.
Yeah, but
So
can
you
move
want it
on.
all to be about you, Isaac, don't you?
people like
No,
what it
I
is.
mean like there's other representations of
joking.
people in the hood.
I'm
that-
joking. I get where you're
There's like
coming
loads
from.
of us in
me.
there.
Even me as an example, like I get what you're saying because my whole thing. I've grown up around some like people that would be classed as gangsters or would be on Top Boy or whatever, and I'm not that. I'm
No.
obviously I'm around it, but I'm just seeing what's going on.
There's roadman
And-
that know I can't call Isaac for this.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? He's not about it, and we're all cool. We're
But
all
that's
cool.
good though.
We're
That's
all
cool.
that
You
we know
and
that.
I feel like that's a major thing about like the whole youth nowadays. There's not enough people telling the youth, yo, it's cool to not be bad, you know.
That's what I'm saying.
Like it's actually
it's
blessed.
calm,
Like
whatever, like.
you can live life and go uni and do, and then
You
you're
can
still
do
gonna
your
be
thing.
cool. Because
Yeah.
at the end of the day, as I said, like these people that do that, they're gonna ring your phone one day and be like, yo, can you help me with something? Maybe they're using their money to, I don't know, want a property and they can't do it. But you're a estate agent, or you know how to. You get what I mean? It's
There's
okay
a place
not
for
to be.
everyone.
It's
Exactly.
okay, it's
exactly.
okay not to be like a roadman. Like.
Exactly. So I feel like, yeah, man, those things will come out though, because as you said, there's that demographic that needs to be shown, and I feel like Top Boy, because they're gonna do a second season, those things will come out, man. They need it.
Yeah, man. I think all of those things, and even like I don't know, like we don't even have like any like you know, America have like little love films, or like, you know, like The Best Man, like The Best Wedding, and that, where we don't have any of that in the UK. Like we just have violent stuff. Like it's just, and London is that's not like that's
Love
not.
Actually and that.
There's not
Yeah,
much.
come on.
There's
Love
not- there's
Actually,
not-
even
there's
though
not
that was
much of
like.
that. I don't feel like there's a lot of diverse genres that we're doing. It's like like even like shout out to Rapman, but like Blue Story again, that's like a specific lifestyle. But there's like with America, you got The Best Man. These guys are all rich. Do you know what I mean? Like they all got peas, and their life is very far away from, and we don't have that
Yeah.
represented.
But even though, like, even going back to Ratman, he now has the opportunity where he could be that person.
Cool.
Yeah,
Even
yeah.
you guys sitting
'Cause
here,
he's
like,
just
you get what I mean?
beginning.
Like,
Yeah.
you-
Hey, shout! I've got a little series coming soon, man.
There you go. So you could put. It takes a trigger in it, especially for us, because I don't know why I don't believe this, but things didn't start from us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? A lot of things didn't start from us. Everything that you're saying is obviously America, so there has to be something that triggers that, and obviously it has to be some sort of success from it
Yeah,
as well for people
before
to
it
be
comes over here.
okay,
and then
yeah, boom, you get what I mean.
Yeah.
And Ratman, he's from my area, so seeing
Shout out Ratman, man. I
seeing
ain't got
him
nothing
do
negative
what
to say
he's
about
doing
that.
is crazy.
Yeah.
You get what I mean? And then
And he's only just getting started.
and
to
it's
be
a progression.
honest.
You have to
Yeah.
progress in it. It's all progression. So yeah, man. There, hopefully there will be, and I'll
Yeah,
act in that
yeah,
as well.
yeah,
I don't mind kissing on camera. And that.
You heard it here first, people. You heard it here first.
I'm trying to get acting.
Cool, man.
Well, yes, thank you so much for coming.
Thank
I
you for
thoroughly
having me.
enjoyed myself,
Where can they
even
follow you?
though I couldn't understand the football
worry, man.
chat, but you know.
It's not even worth it.
I know.
Stress.
Way too much stress. I don't know how you guys. I don't know how you do it.
You need to be gender neutral and do some research.
I could say the same about you, honey.
What would you say,
Ooh.
darling? What
I
would you
could
say,
say the same
darling?
about you.
What
There's
would you say,
loads of
darling?
things that you'd probably, if I asked you about, you'd be
Go on,
like,
then.
oh,
knows
I
what
got
bake
cl-"
is. Bake in your
Yeah, exactly. What does bake in your face mean?
I mean, putting on makeup.
No.
Don't get twisted. I learned this yesterday.
Right, we're gonna end it here. We're gonna end it here, guys.
Tell me, what does baking your face mean?
Oh, I'm not telling
So
you. Go
after
and do
the
your
makeup,
research.
yeah,
No, don't help
I'm gonna
him.
help him, my boy. I'm gonna
Safe
help you.
mind you.
out. So after they put on the makeup, the contour and that, they got like a little thing, and then you gotta let it set, and that's the bake.
Okay, so okay.
That's it.
Did you say a spray?
Is it a spray? Is
no,
it not a spray?
no. It's powder.
Jeez,
It's
okay.
powder.
See?
Come on.
Man
Ca-
like
the cameraman needs to be in your position
Man like
next
young
week.
M's in the back saying, "What the hell's going on?" It's just
But that's the
confused
whole,
right now.
Do you know what? I'm bringing it back to seasoning. That's what seasoning was
It
about.
is.
Okay.
The song seasoning, yeah.
Okay.
It's
Little-
about the. I see you, man. Do your thing. Baking up seasoning.
One more thing do you think I don't know?
You don't know a lot, Isaac. There's a lot I could teach you
Go on,
about.
go on, show
we
me,
ain't
show
got
me,
we
show
ain't
me.
got time today.
Cool. So I know what bacon is now. So
Yep.
There you go, seasoning. But
Yeah.
you said
Go and
Socials,
stream.
my bro.
socials.
Yeah, go and stream the Gully One EP as well, because it is sick. And look out for the video, because I love the song, so I can't wait for the video for seasoning. So
sick.
yeah.
Where
And
can
they can follow me on
Mhm.
socials and find out that video on Friday on
Perfect.
Hache CNO. That's HACHECNO, and that's on Twitter and on Instagram.
Insta.
And
where are you uploading it?
it's gonna be on Link Up. Yeah, Link Up on
Gonna
Friday,
put it on Link
5:30. Yeah.
Are you ever
Sweet.
going to do your own channel or?
Yeah, I wanna so with the whole EP thing, in my mind I was like, yo, let's just touch base with all these the
Channel.
platforms,
Yeah.
gain obviously fan base and stuff like that from there, and then even from shows, you getting fan base from that.
Yeah, yeah.
I get a lot of followers from my shows, and so I want to do like Gully one was on Grime Daily. This one will be on Link Up. I've got another freestyle that I'll just probably hit up like Mixtape Madness.
Okay.
And
shout out all the platforms.
yeah, 100%. So yeah, just you have to use what's being given, and
no
then
doubt.
make your own way after that.
Sick.
Yeah, 100%. But yeah, follow him, guys, because you want to see that video. Did you say Friday?
Yeah, Friday.
Yeah, Friday. I can't wait.
Like,
wait.
subscribe,
Yes.
and share,
And comment.
and
And we'll be back
You
next
got a good
week.
team, man.
And hopefully I'll be on my own next week without Isaac.
Oh,
She ain't ready for
I'm
me.
joking.
you got a good team,
I'm
man.
joking. Bye, guys. See you later.